1.13. There's a 0.88, definitely faster when it's low ready. 0.87, much faster.
I've embarked on a project to quantify a bare minimum of shooting skills for everyday civilians. Drawing from experiences training alongside friends from SWAT, Special Forces, and Navy SEALs, I've come to realize that these professionals have access to extensive training and resources the majority of us will never have. So how good is bare minimum? This series is designed to establish a baseline of proficiency in handling civilian firearms, including short barrel rifles, designated marksman rifles, precision rifles, pistols, and tactical shotguns. In this video, I challenge myself to push beyond my current capabilities using my 11.5-inch tri-arc rifle. At the end, I'll separate the bare minimum skills from my new standards. While renowned shooters like Milspec Mojo, Jerry Miculek, and Lucas Botkin are much faster, it's important to note that their rigorous training regimens involving thousands of rounds monthly are not practical for the average civilian. The first conclusion I had was that high ready was so much slower at 30 yards that I stopped doing it. The second observation was that I was much faster at the 60 and 100 yard single shot. My standards are going to be between 0.75 and 0.85 for 30, 60, and 100 yards.
All right, 30, 60, and 100 yards, trying to get them all in as close to a second as possible. I think at 100 it's going to be the standard is going to be a second and a half maybe. And then I'm going to do 1 shot and 2 shots each distance. And then I'm going to start with this crappy set of ammo. Hopefully I don't get any fouling. That was 104. Pretty slow for 30 yards and low. Low again and 120. Got to do much faster than that. High ready is a little slower. There we go, a little better. 0.93, 0.93. .13. I'm hitting them all, but I'm all over the place. 0.90. There's a 0.88, definitely faster when it's low ready. .87, much faster. Better. 0.78, this is where I should be. Because I'm only at 30 yards. At 60 I should be at about a little under a second. High. 0.81, okay, that's good enough. My new shooting standard for low ready at 30 yards is going to be 0.8 seconds, or at high ready it's going to be less than a second. And I should be able to reduce my group size by a good 40% or so. Oh, that's great. I got to show you that. 2 shots in 9.98. 2 in 0.98. That's incredible. 2 shots again. 0.99. That was good too. A little bit slower. 1.05. 1.05. I'm happy with that set. I had a 3-group average of 1 second, so my new standard will be under 0.9 seconds for 5 in a row. I'm going to back up to 60 yards and try 1 and 2 shots again. That was a nice one. Nice hit too. A little bit of high. 0.79. That was off to the side. I still got it though. 0.81. These are much faster than I did with first time around. 0.81. There you go. 0.76. These are good times. These are good times. 0.76. I have not shot this since I did the video. I have not shot 60 yards like this at C-Zone. since I did the video, which was 6-8 months ago maybe. There we go. 0.86. 0.86. Yep, right in the middle again. Okay, I started cleaning it up, and a little bit, maybe a tenth of a second longer. 0.89. But these are good. These are good.
A one-shot 60-yard .82 average will get me to a standard of about a .75 for 5 in a row.
All right, we're gonna do two at 60 yards. Let's see if I can get them as close to. My goal would be to get them under 125, but man, I should be pretty close. I was hitting some .8s, so I should be able to get it. I'd say under a second, maybe. 2 at under a second would be remarkable for me. Maybe. Yeah, it was about what I thought. 137, kind of slow. I do think 125 would be a good standard for me. That was better. 121, 121, 121. I'll take that. Let me see if I can get 2 in a row though. Just one more. Come on, give me a good one. That was a good one. Yep, that's a good one. I'm happy with that. 109. So I think my standard should be, I should be able to get with some training to a 1 second. Two shots in 1 second at 60 yards. I should be able to get there.
Yeah, I think I can get to a 1 second, but not initially. I'm going to get to a 1.15 standard from a 1.22 average. The trick is 5 in a row. I can get a 109, I can get a 10, but 5 in a row is tough.
Okay, I'm at 100 yards. I'm in the woods. I got trees in front of me, but still a clean shot. You can see it way down there. Then I'm going to shoot from over here in between the trees. It's going to make it very interesting. But right now I'm going to try it only on my eotech, no magnifier first. Yep, there you go. Let's see. 100 yards, 0.93. I'm happy with that. 0.93, 100 yards. Just got to get more consistent. I was off when I came up. I was near that tree. You can't see it, but there's a tree about a few feet to the left. I was on the tree and I had to recorrect it, but it wasn't too bad. 1.13, not too bad. Yep, there it is. Bottom edge, right in the middle. Check that out. That's nice. 106 too. I'm happy with that. 106, 100 yards. Bottom edge. I'm just not aiming consistently. Yep, better. 1 second flat. 1.00 flat. There's one. There's one. It's going to be a little over 1 second. 1.04. That's good. I can deal with that. 1.04. All right.
I'm pretty happy with this. I got a new standard of 0.95 seconds. That's under 1 second for 100 yards, where the standard used to be one shot at 60 yards, under a second.
All right, I'm a same distance, one shot each. I'm gonna try, I use the 3X Vortex magnifier. So let's see if that's gonna help me. And so this is, I think it's better at 100 yards without a magnifier, I'm guessing. Let's see. On speed. There we go. There's one. 107. Let's see if I can, I may change my mind if I can be consistent here. Good hits, 124, 124. One, 2, 8. So single shot, I'm gonna guess and say my single shot with a 3x magnifier is gonna be slower than without a magnifier. It's gonna be slower. I'm gonna get like a 125.
My new standard with a 3x at 100 yards for one shot is gonna be 1.10 seconds. Well, that's 5 in a row again. That's tough. 5 in a row, 1.10 or better.
Two shots dead on and 3 seconds. 2 shots at 3 seconds. Let's try and set a standard for that. I had a 175 for one shot. There's no way it should be 3 seconds. I should be like about low 2s. I'm just being too conservative. It's probably 251. 251 is reasonable, but I'm waiting for the dot to be back on before I squeeze the second shot. That might be why it's so slow. I probably put an extra third of a second on just because I'm waiting for the dot rather than anticipating the dot. There you go. I think that's probably my best one. Yep, 240. 240. Reasonable. And that's my last one in the mag.
This one was a lot of fun, but also very difficult for me. I got an average of 2.63 seconds at 100 yards, 2 shots with my 3x converter and from cover behind a tree. My average was a 2.63 excluding misses. So a sub 2.35 seconds as a new standard is going to be very challenging for me. The bare minimum standards are going to be in yellow and they are 2 in a row. And my new standards are going to be in white, and they are 5 in a row. The first conclusion I had was that high ready was so much slower at 30 yards that I stopped doing it. The second observation was that I was much faster at the 60 and 100 yard single shot. My standards are going to be between 0.75 and 0.85 for 30, 60, and 100 yards. 2 shots were also faster than I expected at sub 1 second to about 1.15 for my new standard. And then the 3x behind cover, using the 3x magnification behind cover, is interesting because I had never done it before. So low 2 seconds is going to be my new standard. I'll get some data on that and see how if I can improve.